Frank Martin, Planning Commission Chair. Welcome to the May public hearing of the City Planning Commission. This meeting is not being broadcast live via Facebook, being available following the meeting on Facebook. Please make sure the sound and all electronic devices will be turned off during the meeting. If you wish to speak to any matter, the chair will recognize you in turn. When recognized, speakers should approach the podium. Each speaker must state his or her name and residential address, so that the commission secretary may record it. Statements accurately. All persons shall be afforded the opportunity to speak and state their views concerning all aspects of these. The phone card, would you please follow roll?
Yes, sir. Not yet seeing Mr. Terry Kapler, Mr. Oceany.
Here.
Mr. Settle.
Here.
Ms. Smith.
Here.
Ms. Wolf.
Here.
And Chair Mr. Martin.
Here. Thank you. Next is approval of the agenda. Commissioners may have a motion. And a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. Next is approval of minutes. Motion, Commissioner?
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. No unfinished business. Since there is no unfinished business, let's move on to the new business. Application by William H. Chapman Jr. for Sunlight Bakery Building LLC to repeal all conditions proffered as a part of the previous rezoning at 501 Salem Avenue Southwest, bearing official tax map number 1111315. The conditions proposed for repeal adopted through the enactment of ordinance number 37957-111907, dated November 19, 2007. Regulate the number of residential units, location of fencing, and retention of buildings on the property. Is the applicant present?
Right.
Come on up, Mr. Chapman, and state your name and address, and we'll record that. You can tell us whatever you must tell us about the project.
Sure. So my name is Bill Chapman. The property is at 501 Salem Avenue, just outside of the downtown border at 5th and Salem. We spoke, I guess, probably a month ago about this, so really nothing has changed since then. We planned 33 apartments, a little bit of commercial space on the ground floor. In the rear of the property, we plan 15 parking spaces that will satisfy half the residents that we expect to be there. The project right now is going through architectural phase, engineering phase. We've applied for our site permit, and we anticipate starting work sometime late summer. Don't have anything to add other than what I said last week.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Any questions from commissioners? Okay, hearing none. We'll call for staff recommendation, please.
Sure, and just to go through quickly again, the project 501 Salem Avenue, and all we are being asked to look at today is a repeal of the property conditions that were placed back on the site a number of years ago to kind of protect the industrial nature of the site. And so he is asking to repeal all of the conditions and would have a mixed use property with 33 residential units and then some commercial. Again, as he has mentioned, it is at the corner of Salem Avenue, right here, where we have seen a lot of development along Salem, east of 5th Street over the past couple of years, and 5th Street, which runs north to south alongside the property. It is currently called out for in our City Plan 2040 for industrial use with residential or downtown to the east. So when we look at the future land use map and the Herk Park Mountain View West End neighborhood plan, it also calls it out, which you can't see here. There you go. It calls out for it to be industrial use as well. But a more recent planning effort that was done in 2017 actually called for the property to be an extension of our downtown, moving westward across 5th Street all the way over to the 10th Street area. Again, zone downtown with conditions. And so looking at the property from above, the original Sunlight Bakery building with the multiple additions that have happened over time to the rear along Salem Avenue. And then looking at it from the Norfolk side. looking at the development plan, or actually not a development plan, the concept plan. This is not a proffered plan. This would be worked out after the zoning amendment process. These are the proffered conditions that are asked to be repealed that limit the number of residential units that have a particular placement for a fence and talk about leaving particular buildings on the site. This was the previously proffered concept plan, which also anticipated parking in the same area of the site. We've spoken before about the applicant's public outreach. Speaking at the downtown neighborhood meeting, we've had no official public comment come in, but we've had some positive responses from people about the downtown neighborhood meeting. And then planning and zoning. Previously, we had some comments that we had talked about where our zoning administrator had made some comments on the development of parking on the site and certain requirements. We recently received some communication this morning that she is in favor of the concept plan as shown now. And so we're passing that along to commissioners. So staff is in favor of the application as proposed to repeal the proffered conditions, as it will continue the development pattern that's desired, moving just to the west of 5th Street in this area of downtown.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Gray. Questions of staff? None? Okay, at this time we'll open the public hearing. Are there any speakers who wish to speak on this matter? Seeing and hearing none, we will close the public hearing. Commissioners, any further comments or questions for staff at the applicant? I'll say, Mr. Chapman, thank you for continuing to look at our downtown investment opportunity. Thanks for using your creativity to find ways to make this work and improve areas that are long blighted. And I really appreciate what you're doing down there. So thanks for your attention here. Yeah, best of luck on forward. Thank you. Absolutely. So we'll, Ms. Baumgartner, would you please call the roll?
Yes. Mr. Oshani,
Yes.
Mr. Settle,
Yes.
Ms. Smith,
Yes.
Ms. Wolf,
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes. Move forward to city council, a yes recommendation. So other discussion, election of officer, acting secretary to the planning commission. Board nomination, Colette Baumgartner, acting secretary to the planning commission. Commissioners, do I have a motion and a second to approve the slate of officers for nomination?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. By acclamation, Ms. Baumgartner, you are the acting secretary. Thank you very much. If there's no further matters to discuss, I can adjourn. Thank you all. Once you answer that question.